Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be.
For the past 66 seasons, Dodger fans have had the great fortune to listen to the voice of a master, a man whose work is pure artistry.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Vin Scully speaking to you from the Los Angeles Coliseum as opening day has finally come to Southern California.
The Cinderella team of the National League. Fastball, got him looking. Miracle upon miracles, he's hit another one.
He's often said the roar of the crowd is the sweetest music. For all of us, the sweetest music is the sound of his voice, the perfect accompaniment to the great game of baseball.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
He has described some of the most magical moments in Dodger and baseball history. For the men whose exploits he described, that voice brings those memories back to life.
He said a black man getting a standing ovation in the South. That made me feel good. That made my mother feel good. That made my daddy feel good. The fact that he himself had seen Jackie Robinson break into baseball many years, and he knew what a trying thing it was.
I just remember in the bottom of the 8th inning as they're panning out, going to commercial, and Vin looking into the dugout and saying, "It doesn't appear Kirk Gibson will play tonight," which I stood up and said, "My," and told Mitch, the bat boy, "Go set the tee up." And, we got into a pretty special moment after that.
Vin Scully has been the soundtrack to so many of our lives. This season gives us one last opportunity to pull up a chair and listen to the greatest broadcaster in baseball history.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for today's ceremonial first pitch. Fans, please welcome a native of Brooklyn and a longtime Los Angeles resident whose admiration for Vin Scully is second to none. From NBC Sports, Al Michaels.
Well, folks, before the ceremonial first pitch, why don't we take a little stroll down the Vin Scully memory lane. Vinny's first broadcast was April the 18th, 1950, and on the mound for the Brooklyn Dodgers was the 1949 Rookie of the Year. And here he is, some 66 years later, currently the Dodgers special advisor to the chairman, Big Nuke, Don Newcomb. This beautiful ballpark opened in 1962, and the first Dodger to step into the batter's box was a shortstop who'd go on to set a major league record by stealing 104 bases that season.
So we'll see if Will tries to do a little running now in the 9th inning. Wills go. And Wills is safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the mound, Maury Wills. If you were listening to your radio on a balmy late summer night in 1965, you will never forget this.
It is 9:46 p.m. 2-2 to Harvey Keene. One strike away. Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A perfect game.
No introduction necessary. Sandy Koufax. Baseball history was made in Atlanta, April the 8th, 1974. And as fate would have it, it was the Braves against the Dodgers in Atlanta. So Vinny was there too.
1 ball and no strikes. Aaron waiting, the outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone. What a marvelous moment for baseball. What a marvelous moment for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of an all-time baseball idol. And it is a great moment for all of us, and particularly for Henry Aaron.
I want to wish you, Vince, the very best. I understand that you are retiring, but, you know, I mean, hey, you've had a great career, and I just want to wish you the very best, whatever you choose to do. May God bless you.
Well, somebody had to throw that pitch, and he was a man who spent 7 years with the Dodgers and who won 20 games in 1971. Al Downing. In 1976, while our country was celebrating its 200th birthday, a Chicago Cubs center fielder made the best catch of his career here at Dodger Stadium.
It looks like he's going to burn a flag, and Rick Monday runs and takes it away from him. And so Monday, I think a guy was going to set fire to the American flag. Can you imagine that? And Rick will get an ovation, and properly so.
A man who spent 8 seasons with the Dodgers and current Dodger broadcaster Rick Monday. The Dodger infield in the 70s had a very consistent look. And then it paid off big time when the Dodgers met the Yankees in the 1981 World Series.
And the 1-0 pitch, watching, it's a high fly ball to Landreau. This is it. Landreau waiting and waiting. He's got it. The Los Angeles Dodgers have just about done the impossible. Lasorda throws his hat away, runs out with his hands and arms held high in the air to grab Steve Garvey.
From those 81 world champions, Steve Garvey, Bill Russell, and Ron, the Penguins say. There was also a rookie pitcher from Mexico on that 1981 team who would win 141 games in a Dodger uniform. None more memorable than June 29th, 1990.
Fernando ready, and the strike 2 pitch is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag, goes to first, double play. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter at 10:17 in the evening of June the 29th, 1990. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
And if you have one today, throw it to the sky, because here is Fernando Valenzuela. In 1988, there was a moment that no Dodger fan can ever forget. The end of Game 1 of the World Series.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
Vin, to be part of what many consider to be one of the greatest sports moments of all time will always be special, and the fact that it's your voice bringing it all to life makes it even more memorable. Thanks for helping inspire me to put on my uniform that night, and thanks for telling the story of our sport for so many years. It's an honor for me to have your voice attached to the soundtrack of my career. Vinny, congratulations on your Hall of Fame career. You're the best.
Also, in 1988, there was a Dodger pitcher who had a year for the ages, going on to win the Cy Young Award and World Series MVP honors.
Got him. They've done it. Like the 1969 Mets. It's the impossible dream revisited.
So now here is the Bulldog, Orel Hershiser. And the man who guided the Dodgers to the 81 and 88 world titles, of course, who else? Tommy Lasorda. There have been 22 no-hitters in Dodger history, the most recent of which was thrown on June 18th, 2014.
And there is one out to go. One miserable, measly out. Got him. He's done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, three-time Cy Young Award winner, Clayton Kershaw. And now, to escort the man of the hour to home plate, our former Dodger president, Peter O'Malley, and current owner, Magic Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, Vin Scully. Superstitious as always, not stepping on the white line. And now beginning with the starting pitcher from Vin's first broadcast, Don Newcomb, and making its way to the starting pitcher from Vin's final opening day last Monday, Clayton Kershaw. Today's ceremonial first pitch baseball, autographed by every man on the field, will make its way down to Vin. now all Vinny has to do is go to work. Godspeed, friend.